Hello, Cypress Ridge. It's Will Taylor with the Reserve Team of the Homes Finder Realty Group. Today we have the February 2023 resale housing market update. So we're going to jump right in, but before we do, just a quick reminder, the pool is going to be opening April 1, so get ready. We are less than a month out. I'm sorry if you hear some snoring. My pug Winston is right below me and he's a snorer. So first things first, the active number of listings, these have actually dropped through the month of February. This could be seasonal. We have been on a streak of 24 per month, but we've dropped down to 21. Up next is the days on market on average. I've been saying this for the last couple months and we're starting to see that here in the data. This is gonna go up, or at least this was expected to go up. We've had a lot of homes on the market for, I think it was 67 days-ish was like the average for the last month or so. So now we're seeing that data finally work its way through here. All right, the next big piece of news here is the close price to original price ratio. So this is the price that the sellers actually accept on their contract versus the initial price that it goes to the market before any price decreases. And now this is down near 91%. So sellers on average were taking 9% off of what they originally listed the house for. The next data point here, excuse me, is the list price on average. Like I've been saying, there's not much to pull from here given that there's so many different types of homes, X, Y, and Z, but we're right around that 471 price point on average. And we'll actually come back to this when talking about mortgage rates in just a bit. So moving on, there were 5 houses that sold in February. And here we can see on every single one, we don't have the days on market being 0 to 7 days. These aren't selling super quick. It might change in the future as the summertime kicks up, but through the winter here, what has sold in February has been on the market for quite some time. And then you can see here this sold price to list price. After any price decreases, houses were still selling at 96% of that price. So on average, sellers were taking less than what they listed and then decreased the house for. Moving on to what's available as of today is March 3rd. I pulled this data on March 1. There are 5 homes in the neighborhood here. Now see the average days on market here. We have this average of 57. One house just came back to the market within the last week, and the MLS takes all of the time that it was on the market there, so it's kind of artificially inflating this metric here. So the 26 days is more reflective of how long the houses that are available have been on the market. Other big news for this month, there has been a lot that has happened in the real estate market in February. Mortgage rates have actually gone up. So we've been seeing through December and January a nice decrease in those rates that gives buyers the opportunity to actually jump in and buy at a lower rate. But now those rates have crept up almost 0.5%. So we will take a look at, or just about 0.6%. So we'll take a look at the impact that that has on a buyer right now. So this chart here, I pulled it from Keeping Current Matters. They're a great account to follow on Instagram. And they posted this at some point last year. But you can see here in a $440,000 house, if you have a mortgage rate of 6.25% and that goes up 0.5%, roughly the increase through February, that has an impact on the buyer of $145 per month. And keep in mind, in Cypress Ridge, the average home price for last month was $471,000. So this is something that buyers have to consider as the mortgage rates go up. So we'll just wrap up with some final thoughts here. The big news is that the mortgage rates are going back up, and this tends to deter buyers. There are a pool of folks that just say, I'm not going to buy until the interest rate is this. And when you're looking in the area here, now that ground has broken at East Argent, now Cypress Ridge is kind of in competition with that market there. D.R. Horton is offering an interest rate lock, some of the same floor plans. The amenities are not quite the same, but this is now something that buyers have to look at. Are they going to look at a new construction with a lower interest rate, or are they going to buy a resale with a higher interest rate? So if you are looking to buy a house, there's still the opportunity here because homes are starting to sit and sellers are starting to take less for the house. So the list price might not actually be the price that you pay. This does depend on the market that you are looking at. It's not the same throughout Bluffton, but this is what we're seeing here in Cypress Ridge. Now, if you're looking to sell your house, after all of this, pricing your house right needs to be the forefront. You don't want to be the house that's overpriced, that doesn't have the options, that needs a lot of work. You need to make sure that the price reflects what a buyer wants to pay. This might also include making concessions. I've seen in some listings here where the seller will offer a certain amount of cash at close, to paint or do things like that. That might now be on the table to make your house the obvious choice for the buyer. One of the services that my team offers is we are actually doing a certified listing where we'll do like a pre-listing home inspection amongst some other things to make sure that your house is the obvious choice for the buyer. So if you're interested in that program, reach out today. I would love to help. So that's about it for the Cypress Ridge update today. I just want to say thank you everyone for tuning in, and I will see you next month.